Hey there, curious minds. Welcome to another episode of Mind-Blowing Facts. Today we're diving into the world of unusual phenomena. From glowing bays to fire tornadoes, these facts will leave you in awe. So, buckle up and let's explore 10 of the weirdest and most amazing natural wonders out there. Our planet is a crucible of geological forces, and few sites demonstrate this better than a volcano in its full, fiery power. But on the island of Java, in Indonesia, the Kawah Ijen volcano burns with a difference. Instead of the familiar red and orange glow, a visitor to Kawah Ijen at night will be met with an eerie, almost unearthly spectacle: plumes of electric blue fire erupting from the earth. The lava itself is not blue. Rather, the extraordinary color comes from the combustion of sulfuric gases. These gases, trapped within the volcano under immense pressure and heat, escape through fissures and vents. As they erupt into the oxygen-rich atmosphere, these gases ignite, producing flames that burn a vibrant blue. The beauty of Kawah Ijen belies a harsh reality. The air around the volcano is thick with toxic fumes, making it a dangerous, though captivating environment. From the fiery heart of a volcano, we journey now to the tranquil waters of coastal bays, where another natural wonder awaits. In certain corners of our planet, darkness brings with it an ethereal glow, emanating not from the stars above, but from the very waters themselves. These are the bioluminescent bays, places where the line between the living and the inanimate world blurs in a spectacle of light. Perhaps the most famous of these is Mosquito Bay, on the island of Vieques, Puerto Rico. This mesmerizing display is the work of tiny organisms called dinoflagellates, single-celled algae that possess a remarkable ability bioluminescence. The combined effect of millions of these tiny organisms lighting up in unison is nothing short of magical, transforming the bay into a living, breathing constellation. They drift across our skies, constantly changing shape and form, ethereal and seemingly weightless. Clouds, those fluffy white giants, seem as though they might float away on the gentlest breeze. But appearances can be deceiving. Some clouds harbor a secret: they can weigh more than 1,000,000 pounds. Imagine a jumbo jet, soaring through the air, a marvel of engineering. Now picture a cloud, equally massive, suspended above you. The secret to this astonishing phenomenon lies in the nature of clouds themselves. They are vast collections of tiny water droplets or ice crystals, so small and spread out that they remain suspended in the air, buoyed by rising thermals. There's an old saying that lightning never strikes the same place twice. It's a comforting thought, suggesting that once a place has been struck by this awe-inspiring force of nature, it is somehow immune to further strikes. But like many old sayings, this one is simply not true. The reality is that lightning can, and often does, strike the same place multiple times. Tall structures in particular seem to attract lightning strikes. Take, for example, the Empire State Building, that iconic skyscraper that dominates the New York City skyline. It is struck by lightning, on average, 25 times a year. Tall objects provide a convenient shortcut for this electrical current. So the next time you hear someone say that lightning never strikes twice, remember the Empire State Building. Fire, a primal force both destructive and life-giving, has captivated humanity since the dawn of time. We've harnessed its power for warmth, for cooking, for forging tools and weapons. But sometimes fire breaks free from our control, unleashing its full fury in terrifying and awe-inspiring displays. One such phenomenon is the fire whirl, a rare and terrifying spectacle. Imagine a raging wildfire, consuming everything in its path. Now picture the flames, whipped into a frenzy by turbulent winds, rising from the inferno in a swirling vortex of fire, smoke, and ash. This is a fire whirl, also known as a fire tornado, a rare but devastating phenomenon. These fiery whirlwinds can reach heights of hundreds of feet with wind speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. Rainbows, those fleeting arcs of color that grace our skies after a storm, have inspired wonder and joy for millennia. They are a symbol of hope, a promise of brighter days to come. But sometimes nature outdoes itself, gifting us with a sight even more breathtaking: the double rainbow. Picture this. A summer shower has just passed, leaving the air fresh and clean. The sun breaks through the retreating clouds, and in the sky a vibrant rainbow arches. But look closer, for just above the first rainbow, fainter, more ethereal, is a second arc, its colors reversed. This is a double rainbow, a phenomenon that occurs when sunlight is reflected not once but twice inside raindrops. The result is a celestial spectacle that is both beautiful and scientifically fascinating. Rainbows are a gift from the heavens, a celestial dance of light and water. But what if I told you that rainbows don't just grace our daytime skies? that under the cover of night, a more elusive, ethereal counterpart emerges, the Moonbow. Just as the sun paints rainbows across the day, the moon, our celestial neighbor, can create its own spectral displays, though far more subtle and rare. Imagine a night with a full or near full moon, its silvery light bathing the landscape in an ethereal glow. A recent rain shower has left the air heavy with moisture, and then, if you're lucky, you might witness it. A faint ghostly arc, shimmering in the moonlight. This is a moonbow, formed when moonlight rather than sunlight is refracted and reflected through water droplets in the air. The desert, a place of extremes, of scorching sun, parched earth and vast, empty horizons. It's a landscape that tests the limits of endurance, where survival depends on finding water, the most precious of resources. But the desert is also a place of illusions, where the line between reality and mirage blurs under the relentless sun. And few desert illusions are as tantalizing, as potentially deadly, as the mirage. Picture this. You're trekking across the scorching desert, the sun beating down mercilessly, the air shimmers and dances in the heat. And then in the distance you see it, a shimmering pool of water reflecting the sky like an oasis of hope. But as you stumble towards it, desperate for relief, it recedes, always remaining just out of reach. This is the cruel trick of the mirage, a phenomenon born not of water but of light and heat. Icebergs, those colossal fragments of glaciers adrift in the polar seas, evoke a sense of awe and wonder. We picture them as towering behemoths, sculpted by wind and wave, their icy blue hues reflecting the pristine beauty of the polar regions. But did you know that not all icebergs conform to this image? That in the vast expanse of the polar oceans, you might encounter an iceberg that seems to defy nature itself? A green iceberg? Imagine this. You're sailing through the icy waters of the Antarctic, surrounded by towering icebergs. Suddenly, on the horizon, a splash of color catches your eye. As you draw closer, you realize it's an iceberg, but not the usual blue or white. This iceberg shimmers with an otherworldly green hue, like a giant emerald adrift in a sea of ice. The answer lies in the microscopic world of algae. Green icebergs get their unusual color from marine algae that become trapped in the ice as it forms. Finally, we journey to the high latitudes, where the sky itself comes alive with a celestial ballet of light and color, the Aurora Borealis, or Northern Lights. For centuries, this ethereal display has captivated skywatchers, inspiring awe and wonder with its shimmering curtains of light dancing across the night sky. But what is the science behind this celestial spectacle? Imagine a clear, crisp night in the Arctic Circle. The stars twinkle brightly overhead, and then, a faint glow appears on the horizon, gradually intensifying into a shimmering arc of light. This arc begins to dance and swirl, transforming into curtains of green, pink, and purple, rippling across the sky. This is the Aurora Borealis, a celestial ballet orchestrated by the sun and our planet's magnetic field. The sun, our nearest star, is a constant stream of charged particles known as the solar wind. When these particles reach Earth, they collide with our planet's magnetic field, which acts as a shield, deflecting most of the solar wind. However, some particles become trapped in the magnetic field, funneling down towards the Earth's poles. And there you have it, 10 of the weirdest and most amazing phenomena our world has to offer. Which one blew your mind the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more fascinating facts. Until next time, stay curious.